Good evening. Um, Today I want to talk about something we've all faced: problems. Big ones, small ones, the kind that keep you up at night and the kind that whisper in your ear when everything is silent. Problems are a part of life, but how we handle them is what sets us apart. Here's the truth: you don't need to tell everyone about your problems. It's tempting, I know. We want validation. We want someone to say, "I understand," or "I'm here for you." But the world isn't always kind, and not everyone will offer you what you're looking for. Let's start with privacy. Your struggles are sacred. They are the bricks that build the foundation of who you are. When you share them indiscriminately, you risk their sanctity. Not everyone is ready to honor your pain the way it deserves to be honored. And that's not their fault, it's just the way it is. Not everyone will understand. Some people will listen to your problems through the lens of their own experiences, biases, or even their insecurities. And when their reactions don't align with what you hoped for, it can leave you feeling more isolated than before. But let me tell you something: other people's inability to understand your struggle does not define your worth. Instead, focus on turning your pain into power. Problems are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Each one teaches you something about yourself. Each one pushes you to grow, to rise, to become the person you were meant to be. And how do you rise? Through actions, not words. Talking about your problems might feel like progress, but real change happens when you act. When you decide to look your struggles in the eye and say, "You will not defeat me." Now, I'm not saying you should never share. Selective sharing creates connection. Share with those who have earned your trust. The people who will hold your hand when the storm hits, not the ones who disappear at the first sign of rain. Finally, remember this: your story is not over. Problems are just chapters, not the whole book. So keep writing. And let me tell you, the ending will be glorious. Thank you. Privacy is more than just the act of keeping things to yourself. It's a form of self-preservation and empowerment. In a world where oversharing has become the norm, privacy is a rare treasure, a shield that protects your inner world from unnecessary scrutiny. It's the boundary that allows you to process your emotions, your struggles, and your triumphs in a way that is authentic to you. When you choose to keep certain parts of your life private, you retain control over your narrative. You decide how your story unfolds, who gets to witness it, and how much of it they're allowed to see. This is not about hiding your truth, but safeguarding it from those who might not treat it with the care it deserves. Your problems, your struggles, your dreams, they are deeply personal. Sharing them too openly can sometimes dilute their significance, or worse, expose them to criticism from people who lack the context to truly understand them. Privacy also fosters clarity. When you face a problem, the instinct to immediately share it with others can sometimes cloud your judgment. Seeking input from too many people can lead to conflicting advice or opinions that pull you in different directions. In the process, you might lose sight of your own instincts and the quiet wisdom within you. By keeping certain struggles private, you give yourself the space to think, to process, and to find solutions that align with your values and needs. Moreover, privacy protects your emotional energy. Sharing your problems with the wrong people can leave you feeling drained, especially when their reactions are dismissive, judgmental, or indifferent. Not everyone will respond with empathy or understanding, and that's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. When you guard your struggles, you preserve your energy for those who truly matter and for the work of resolving your challenges. There's also a certain power in the mystery of privacy. When you choose not to disclose everything, you maintain an aura of strength and control. You signal to the world that you are capable of handling your life on your own terms. This doesn't mean you're alone, it means you're selective about who gets to accompany you on your journey. Privacy gives you the time and space to build resilience, to grow quietly, and to emerge stronger without the noise of external opinions. In essence, Privacy is about honoring yourself. It's about recognizing that not every part of your life is meant for public consumption, and that you have the right to decide what stays within the sacred space of your heart and mind. By embracing privacy, you create a safe haven where you can nurture your growth, heal from your struggles, and shape your future on your own terms. It's a hard truth to accept, but not everyone in your life will truly understand your problems, your pain, or your perspective. This isn't necessarily because they don't care, it's because understanding someone else's struggles requires a level of empathy, experience, and emotional depth that not everyone possesses. And even when they try, their understanding will always be filtered through the lens of their own experiences, biases, and limitations. When you share your problems with others, you're often met with responses that range from well-meaning advice to outright dismissal. Some people will try to fix your problems with quick solutions, assuming they know what's best for you. Others may listen half-heartedly, nodding along without fully grasping the gravity of what you're saying. And then there are those who, unintentionally or otherwise, might invalidate your feelings with phrases like "it's not that bad" or "you'll get over it." These reactions can leave you feeling misunderstood, isolated, or even worse, ashamed of what you're going through. The truth is, everyone's understanding is shaped by their own experiences. If they've never walked a mile in your shoes, they may struggle to comprehend the weight of your burdens. Someone who has never experienced financial hardship might not fully grasp the anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck. Someone who hasn't faced heartbreak might struggle to empathize with the pain of a broken relationship. It's not that they're unwilling to understand, it's that they don't have the reference points to truly relate. Even among those who've had similar experiences, the way people process pain and challenges is unique. Two people might go through the same situation but emerge with completely different perspectives. This is why even those who've been in your shoes might not fully align with your feelings or approach. It's a reminder that no one can completely step into your world, no matter how much they care. On the other hand, some people might avoid your problems altogether, not because they lack empathy, but because they don't know how to handle them. Your vulnerability might make them uncomfortable, or they might fear saying the wrong thing. In some cases, people are so consumed with their own struggles that they simply don't have the capacity to truly hear and support you. This lack of understanding doesn't mean there's something wrong with you or that your problems are invalid. It's a reflection of human complexity. Our lives are shaped by so many variables, and no two journeys are the same. Expecting others to fully understand your pain can lead to frustration and disappointment, especially when their reactions fall short of what you hoped for. In these moments, it's important to remember that understanding from others, while comforting, is not a prerequisite for your healing or growth. You don't need everyone to agree with your feelings or validate your struggles. What matters most is your own acknowledgement of your experience and your ability to move forward with or without external validation.